confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with their opponents. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. On the left side, Gallup's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And That's going to be taken in by Felton. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Here's Carr. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Play action. Now Wilson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
To throw again is Wilson. And it's caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Carr now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now, Carr again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on fourth down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Browns. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again on second down. Carr.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score, Steelers 14, Browns 10.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Chubb running right. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, now Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. That is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd and 9, Carr, pass complete to Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Carr.
And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Carr to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us.